Force Auxiliary, Aerospace and IT Officer in the United States Air Force Auxiliary. Colonel in Commemorative Air Force, graduate of South Brunswick and East Brunswick System Policy Academy, former board of directors at local YMCA, and an active community leader. Mr. Agari is also a fellow at the American Indo-Pacific Forum, based in Washington, D.C. His other interests include international relations, geopolitics.
I want to you guys, because we're not going to be here forever. I'm not going to be here for another 200 years, or aren't any of us. So I look forward to you guys to lead us, right, in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals set forth by United Nations. So with that, all I would like to say is, with progress comes problems. Yeah, parabola, right? We decided to have a laser focus on 3 of those, which is, one of them is clean water and sanitation, goal number 6, quality education, goal number 4, and then mental health, quality and well-being, which Professor Collier will give a presentation in a few minutes.
One topic that you'll be discussing today, the water and sanitation. In South River, there are areas that have problems with clean water. Analysis have shown that the problem, they're years old, and they're not going to be easy to fix, and it's not going to be easy to pay for this, but the problems must be addressed. As you discuss the need for clean water, keep in mind the economics. Too often ideas are put forth that hurt people economically about it in the future. I hope your discussions are fruitful and that you take from here ideas how to make the world cleaner, and for yourselves and for everyone.
And I think that's important because we need to really engage to learn, right? Learning can be fun. So I have about 25 minutes of information that I want to share with you that's current, relevant, and once again, Rana, thank you very much for your passion. And Mayor Cohen, always good to see you again. He didn't remember me, but he remembers me as a short-term memory, but hopefully he won't again. Can't remember everything. But if you can leave here with 2 takeaways, that's something you didn't learn before, that's really what it's all about. And again, this is my passion.
Yeah.
And I also don't mind if you interrupt while I'm talking. Well, don't interrupt rudely, but ask a question. And I know this was a topic that we just came off. It was kind of heavy, so hopefully we could lighten up a little bit and get back to the sustainability purpose for which this group was put together. And if we could all do that from generation to generation, the world would be a great place. So that's our mission. And I know there's other religions and ethnic groups that might not call it that, but it's basically the same thing. So there's ways that you could go about doing that, and it starts right here. I think the first thing, by having groups like this who really, leaders like you, who really understand the facts.
Welcome to Lead Foundation Global. My name is Sophia Santiago, and today I'm here with Arush Ahmad. Arush, what are your thoughts on clean water?
Well, as chairperson of the Clean Water Panel, I think that it's really important to acknowledge the fight for clean water and the fact that it's not accessible to all.
Yeah.
I like water.
Great choice.
Could I get more water?
Here you go.
Water efficiency is something that's very underrated, and people don't really realize the effects of the water and how it impacts them in their daily life, so it's something more people need to focus on.
I think like every country has their own specific problems with water conservation, and we should focus on meeting each of their specific problems instead of just...
Honestly, I feel like we, as a community, we don't really understand what's going on in these other countries that don't have water, and only a few people really care. So I think it's really important that we raise awareness so everyone truly understands what's going on.
Is this smart? What should I stay dehydrated? Because if I drink this water, what's going to happen? Places like Flint, Michigan, you were drinking, for the most part, people were drinking lead-contaminated water. It's basically a carcinogen.
I just want to give you a quick background about me. I'm a South River resident, born and raised my whole life. At the age of 18, I registered myself to vote, and I wanted to get more involved within the community. For council, I got up, and being a part of council, you are the liaison to a lot of commissions in town. There's the planning board, the Board of Education, the Environmental Commission.
Zoning.
zoning, but council members are not on zoning.
Might be, yeah. I know. This is a great program, like we spoke about it prior. I'm pretty impressed with the crowd. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a South River resident, 50 years now going. I've held office for 4 terms as a councilman. I am running for mayor as we speak today. When we get hit with natural disasters, it's kind of sad because you're expecting the state, you expect the feds to help. It's not easy. It's not easy to get help the way you want to get it, especially when it comes down to New Jersey, New York.
And who has access to it. So like they say, water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. This is a line from the Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
One thing that a lot of people misinterpret about water resources is that it's not just one place you get water.
Something that we need to talk about is how are these resources going to last into the future? You know, we talk about the resources we have now. We talk about, oh yeah, we will use as little water as possible.
Introduce harmful pathogens and pollutants into our food, posing health risks and compromising the quality and flavor of our meals. It's not about just preparing food, it's about preparing safe and nutritious food.
They look at fisheries and overfishing and bottom trawling, and a lot of things there deprive the river of aquatic life and henceforth the employment opportunities across the river basin. So that Mekong River is very important. I would strongly suggest you guys to go back and read more about that, because you know how the Southeastern Asian countries are, right? They're not like North America. They're not too huge.
As you were speaking, I was really thinking of a book I read by Melinda Gates. Have you read, I think it's called The Moment of Lift?
I've heard of that.
Okay, well worth reading. Her specific focus was women can't gain equality and make some progress until they can control when they start having children and how many they have.
Very responsive.
Okay.
Thanks to her, and we need more people like Julie,
Yes.
And yourself, and everybody else is doing a great job in South River Environmental Commission across all townships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. 3, 2.